I have to admit, you rather caught me unawares there. I was just turning on the dishwasher. She's got a thing about blokes with beards. Actually, I had quite an effect upon a lady last week on NTV. The incomparable Jean Moore. It's amazing what you get ladies to do, and I think that's the reason why Gary, on Wait Till I Get You Home, is so totally confused about the opposite sex.
Do you like girls?
Well, sometimes.
What do you mean sometimes?
Because I only like him a bit because my dad says never get married because the women are trouble. My mum's trouble.
Believe me, he is trouble. Now, I got your Oscar is going to a man who's had some epic battles, fighting it out with Hurricane Higgins and Steve Davis and Stephen Hendry. But this time, Dennis Taylor really has met his match.
Yes. Oh, you wouldn't have thought they would have gone round a queue, would you?
All the people that like me are usually over 60.
Why?
Well, I don't know.
I think you're cute.
I don't know. They just seem to me, all my best fans are over 60. I'm quite happy about that.
Oh, it's made me all sad.
It's superb. Boy, does he sweat after a while. Dennis Taylor will be joining us. Now, in Grab a Grand, I hope we will be making somebody this evening a millionaire. And, of course, different people will come to the door here at the house in Crinkley Bottom. I'll have some surprise guests. And thanks to NTV, you might have some surprise guests. We might be coming to your place. But the paper's here, the Crinkley Bottom Observer, as always. And we've been troubled by angry rumblings in our Crinkley Bottom. The police have issued a picture of a man they want to talk to. He's not done anything wrong, but they're so lonely they want to talk to him. And the local nature lovers have now got very militant. In fact, they beat up a fox for wearing a fur coat. But there have been celebrations in Crinkley Bottom. There's a lovely story here. The oldest living post office clerk retired. And in fact, all of Crinkley Bottom queued up to wish him well, and he said, go to the next window. The story that really caught my attention is that millions of people all over the UK have been putting extra telephone lines in ready for the Crinkley Bottom Gunge game. I wonder why that could be. I wonder who will be going into the tank this week. We would like you to telephone us, They're hungry for blood. Can you believe it? We got a married battler, and as you've already identified on my right-hand side, that fine broadcaster Derek Jameson.
Hello.
Very good evening to you. Very nice to meet you. Do you want to go straight in now? Over this side, they say behind every great man there is a woman saying, if you make me go in that tank. Ellen, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Prepare your defence. I will allow the gentleman to go first. Derek, what do you think?
No, you know me, I'm as good as gold, aren't I? And I've got a lot of enemies. The Toffee Nose Brigade, they don't like the way I speak, like a lorry driver's mate. Yeah. So you wouldn't give them any ammunition, would you?
No,
you wouldn't let them laugh at me.
No, of course not. You haven't been eating my Gunge, have you?
No, my agent and manager said, I'm afraid you're going to have to work this Saturday. No football for you. And I said, oh, God. She said, Noel Edmonds. Oh, no, not that Noel Edmonds. Some loony with the beard.
Can you get me the phone? Ellen, I understand. Be quiet! Ellen, I understand that you're now carving out quite a career as an astrologer, so presumably you know the outcome of this.
That's right. Well, I am predicting that Derek's going in. But I do think that using my astrology, I have to tell you, I'm the world's first romantic astrologer in the Sun newspaper. And Derek's Sagittarian, right? So he is always outspoken, fiery, upsetting people. I'm Libra, and you see, I'm charming, nice, kind, peace-loving.
And I think it should now be... It should... Don't overdo the case for the defence. I think it should now be your decision. If you think that it should be a Derek, Mr Jameson, it's 0891 800 311. If you think that it should be Ellen, it's 0891 800 322. I can't imagine... I can't... We're all going to be next door using the phone. So we'll see them in a little while. But now, it might be bad singing, but it is good moaning. Allo, allo, on the left. How lucky we are that these fine people have journeyed all the way here to Crinkley Bottom. On my right, we have Edith. Edith, good evening. Of course, Edith is Renee's wife. And Edith's singing voice has been described as like a bag of spanners being sucked down a waste disposal. Next to her husband, Renee, cafe proprietor, and when trying to evade capture, British servicemen make for Renee's cafe. They, of course, have heard that Renee's bring express relief. Hello on this side! Delighted to be joined by Helga. Hello, Helga.
Hello.
She's laid down her all for the fatherland, often. She tells me that she's a music lover, but she's just as happy when the radio isn't on anyway. So then there's Lieutenant Gruber. Hello, Lieutenant Gruber. A little known fact. In 1943, Lieutenant Gruber left the SS with a dishonourable discharge. It was, in fact, their highest honour. Just tell me one thing. I've been always dying to know. How do you people manage to get the towels on the sun loungers before anybody else? So on we go! Down we go with the very first tune! Go!
Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again sometime.
Getting 16, and on we go to number 2!
You must remember
this, a kiss is just a kiss, and no one shall deny.
as time goes by.
It's all right, thank you very much. Yes, I think I was right. Spanners down the waste disposal. It's number 3.
What am I to do? I can't.
Yes, stopping there, good. 16. Score's going up now from 16. They've doubled it to 32, played 6. Edith, for goodness sake, carry on with this one. It's too well known for words. Go!
You see why in our village she is known as the singing defective.
Time!
Light by the barricade, darling, I remember the way you used to wait. There when I whispered in
Yes. Rocking ahead, 20, 48. I think the judge was a bit lenient there. It wasn't lamplight, it was lantern. But on we go, go.
Thank heaven.
Morris Chevalier with a German accent. I was captivated by that. 20 plays, 64 to Gruber! What a time for someone to come to the door. Come on, come over. Who on earth could be coming to the door at this moment? Come on, Nigel, keep up.
I have been enveloped by the Crinkley Bottom fag.
You're safe now.
Good morning, Mr. Oddmans.
That's me.
We have had some complaints about the nose.
Complaints about the nose?
Yes, your lyric goom is making people go deaf. Let me read you one of the complaints. It sounds like a bear with a sore bim being chased round the knickers yard.
Who's been making these complaints?
The noobers.
You're talking about the nearest neighbours. They're 2 miles away.
Exactly. Now, who has been making the racket?
Well, we had Gruber here, and Helga, and Renee, and Edith.
Ah, Edith. No wonder people have gone deaf. If I were you, I would tell them to get on their bicycles and pedal off. Good morning.
On Wait Till, John knows just what Dad likes about Mum.
What?
Karen knows Mum's a gas.
The only time she helps is when she burps.
Denise knows not to nose.
Lucy gets in all with.
And Michelle knows Granwell.
She gets a bit drunk on that now and again. Very drunk. She can't remember her own name sometimes.
The Wait Till kids at the house party. Now let's have our first state of the voting. Let's find out which of the Jamesons is in the lead. Can we now see the computer and the tally so far on the phones? No, don't worry. Don't worry, Derek. We do have the means for a recount if it is that close in the end. Maybe the Jamesons, we'll see them again in a little while. Now, the lovely thing for me about doing this show is I imagine what people are saying when they're watching it. And probably at this moment, there's a husband and wife on a sofa somewhere, and she's saying, well, I hope that NTV doesn't come here. You know, I'd kill you. I'd get a divorce if you allowed that to happen. And he's going, well, we'd never have the kids on Wait Till I Get You Home. Imagine being that embarrassed. It's time for Wait Till I Get You Home. Something, I'm feeling a lot happier about this place. This week an estate agent said to me that it's a very popular house. He said large dungeons can be big sellers. So, I'm feeling happy. Let's meet Teresa and Ralph. Well, let's immediately get down to business. It's Gary. How would you describe your little horror? Gary.
He's very, very bubbly and outgoing.
Yeah. How would you describe him, Ralph?
Like a cross between a gnome and an atomic bomb.
All right, well, let's immediately get on to your little atomic bomb. We're playing for a foot spa. The foot spa is... We were discussing the subject of heaven, and I asked him where all his fish have gone.
Oh.
Now, did he say, I'm not sure, but that bloke down the chippy doesn't look me in the eye anymore? Or they ran away? Or they're down the sewer? Remember, we're playing for a foot spa or something else.
Probably visiting the bottom of the toilet.
You think the man in the chip shop's had all these fish?
He'd come up with something like that.
Gary wouldn't. Not
No?
with that's a bit time.
Go on then, what do you reckon?
Visiting the bottom of the toilet.
The toilet. Where have your fish gone then?
Down the sewers. My dad flushes them down the toilet.
What do you think they're doing down the sewer then?
Just lying there. With the turtles.
Toilet's close to the sewer, I'll give it to you. OK. Jailer's key. Grossy's key here. He uses it all the time. I asked him whether he knew who the Prime Minister was. Now, did he say, that's easy, it's the bloke who lives at number 10? Or did he say, of course I know, but I've forgotten his name? Who hasn't? Or did he say, Ramsay MacDonald? Or none of those?
To be honest, I don't think Gary cares who the Prime Minister is.
Do you?
Not really.
No, probably another answer. I don't think he'd know who he was, actually.
You don't think he'd know who he was?
I don't think so.
Do you know who the Prime Minister is?
Yeah, I forgot his name now.
What does he look like?
Well, he's got hair, curled over, and he's got glasses. Margaret Thatcher's the first, and then he took over.
Mr. Major? John Major?
Yeah, that's it, John Major.
Do you think he's a good Prime Minister?
Yeah, but I think Margaret Thatcher was the bestest.
And what does Mrs. Thatcher do now?
She lives in number 10. Can't remember what the road is now.
Teddy bear telephone, teddy bear telephone. I looked at those cheeky eyes and thought, I've got to ask him, what's the naughtiest thing he's ever done? Now, did he say, I helped an old lady halfway across the road? Or I cheated on my eye test? Or I set booby traps around the house? Or has he done something naughtier?
Put a cat flap on the budgie cage.
It's the third one. He set booby traps around the house because he really did do that.
I went to see Home Alone and my dad. We came home and I remembered all the things that Home Alone, the boy, did to trap the burglars, and a few nights later my dad went to work to do night shift, and I set the traps in case I thought we had burglars, so I put drawing pins all up the stairs and my dad tried on one and my mum tried on one.
What did they say?
They said, why did you put them up there and the string tied to the door, because my dad nearly broke his neck on it.
All in all, you were lucky that he wasn't there with a baseball bat as well.
I didn't manage to get that far.
Mini colour TV. Mini colour TV, OK? So we started talking about football and then well-known footballers, so I asked him what's so special about Paul Gascoigne. Now, in Gary's estimation, is it that he can cry naturally? That he's a good footballer? He's not a girl? Or something else? What did he go for?
Be a good footballer.
Yes, I think a good footballer.
What's so special about Paul Gascoigne?
He's a good footballer. But sometimes he cries and he argues with the referee.
What do you think when you see that?
I think he's a bit old to do that.
Well, you're on a winning streak. We started off talking about heaven, and we're now playing for the Dowager Duchess Gnome. Where does God live, was the next question. What do you think your little lad said? Did he say, in our loft? Because every time Dad goes up there, he says, oh, my God. Or he's got a nice little retirement flat in St Albans. Up in the sky? Or is God somewhere else in Gary's estimation?
Somewhere else.
Up in the sky. He does know he's up. Yeah, I think up in the sky.
He lives up the sky, I know that.
What, with the planes?
Mm.
Well, I've been up in a plane and I've never seen God.
But he has an earache when the planes come past.
So, I think we ought to meet the man himself and find out a little bit more. Gary! What's all this running down the stairs waving? I've got to know this. How much did you tell your mum and dad about our chat?
Just the things what we had to chat about.
Have you told them about the important bit?
No. I don't know what the important bit is, so...
I don't believe you.
Don't believe me?
I asked Gary what could I get him that he doesn't already have. Did he say a pair of Gazza's crutches? A pound of haddock? A mountain bike? Or something else?
Definitely the mountain
The
bike.
haddock, that's what I thought.
What would you most like?
A mountain bike, because when I went up the poolway, I tied it and I put the key and I left it in there and somebody knew the number and then I nicked it.
You had your last bike stolen, and I can do something about that. if you tie this to the pipe that you get, you won't get a bite stolen at all. So there you go, there's your present. Oh, come on, you know me better than that. Here we go. Sorry, Mr. Noel, we've run out of cuddly toys. Oh, right. Thank you, Grace. There we go, Gary, thank you very much indeed. There is one.
Stupid boy! Do you always open the door to strangers?
Well, yes. None of my friends will come here.
I should think not. Anyway, I've come about the advert in the paper.
You have?
Yes. The one for the housekeeper's job.
Oh. Hold that ad.
Well, what do you mean?
It's all right. I've just got a number of ads running at the moment.
This is the one that starts. Immensely talented, devoted TV star.
Yeah, they all start that way.
I see.
Yeah.
Yes, here it is, see.
Yes.
Immensely talented, devoted TV star requires housekeeper. It's the next bit I don't understand.
Oh, right.
West Ham for the cup.
Well, you get 12 words for £3, you see. So, anyway, I don't think you're suitable for the job.
I'll be the judge of that.
No. The point is, you see, this is the BBC, and we have a lot of antiques, priceless gems around the place, you see, and so you have to be used to dusting off old relics.
I know. I've seen grace and favour. Now, what time do you get up?
5:30?
Oh, that's far too early.
Well, the show doesn't start till 10 to 6, you know. Anyway, look, if you want the job, I need more information. I mean, why did you leave your last employer?
Well, I went into service when I was 14. When I was 16, I had a child, and the family took it in and brought it up as their own.
Oh, that's nice. Oh.
At 17, I had another. They adopted that as well. When I was 18, I had twins. And they took them in too. Then I left.
Why?
Because when I started, I didn't know they were going to have all those kids.
Were you never married?
No. I'm walking out with a gentleman at the moment. He's an estate agent. He was. But he's going straight now. Here. I've made up a list of previous employers.
Oh, well, that's useful. Prime Minister? The Queen? Tony Blackburn? You've worked for all these... You've worked for all these people?
No, I told you I made up a list.
Now, we have some very, very strict rules around here. Breakfast, I like my breakfast at 7:30.
Oh, that's fine. You'll be out of the way well before I get up.
When I come home at 7 o'clock, I like my dinner on the table. And I like the cutlery polished so I can see my face in it.
Why? Now, about the salary.
Oh, no, that's all right. I get enough from the BBC, actually.
Mr. Edmonds, I'm sorry.
Oh.
I can't take this job.
Oh. Why not?
Oh, I've seen it all before. At first, two people work happily together. Mm-hmm. Then, because they see each other every day, an attraction develops. Then it becomes obsessive. And then finally, it grows into a destructive lust.
I don't think you'll have any problem from me on that score.
Oh, no. I was talking about myself. Oh, I couldn't stand the shame.
Telling TV about someone with something to hide. What about these? I found your pyjama bottoms. Are these yours? Or someone with hidden talent?
Oh, you beautiful little bug.
And now, live from Crinkley Bottom, it's NTV! It has to be said, this is dangerous live television because I have no idea what's going to happen. I mean, at this time last week, I had a woman on the carpet even. So I've got... Come on. Synchronised swimming and whatever. So what are we going to do this week? Well, I thought it'd be a nice idea to go to Scotland this week. Then I changed my mind because I'm like that, and so I thought, yes, let's go to North Wales. Then I thought, no. Let's go to Southampton. Hello, John Grist. Hello, John. Hi. How are you?
Fine, Noel, thank you.
Good. You're very laid back. Did you know we were coming?
No.
You'd have dressed better, wouldn't you, if you'd known we were coming? Hi. Hello, Jackie.
Hello,
Noel. It's great. The letter from your wife is just brilliant, John. It says here, Dear Noel, please make my day and bring your crinkly bottom to my home. Do my husband John. He's always laughing at the faces of the people who do get caught. And I think you'll be able to catch him out because he was so wrapped up watching last week's show that I wrote the letter nominating him while I was sitting next to him. Is that true?
You thought I was writing a CV for work.
I think you might be writing a CV for a new marriage, the way this is going. Everything all right, John? Had a good day?
I wondered why they'd come round to see me.
Yes. Yeah, they're all wanting to be witnesses, really. It's a bit mean, isn't it? Now, I've got a little secret about you. It's quite nice down here. It says, my husband John is definitely a large roll short of a picnic. And I took this photo of him to prove it. I mean, is this really a photo of a grown man? And I think I know exactly what you mean. Any other relics and souvenirs, John, that you'd be a little worried if I had in my possession?
Quite a few, I think.
Yeah? I mean, is there anything in particular that... sorry, I'll just put these on. You'll see why in a moment. Is there anything in particular that you would, you know, think, well, maybe I wonder if Jackie's nicked that? Sorry, John, I didn't hear you there.
Go on then.
Now, do you want to say what it is before I get it out?
There might be something else.
Yeah. Shall we have a deal? Shall I say I won't show it if you tell me what you think I've got?
No, go on then, you do it.
Oh, all right. Well, we've got his posing pouch. Was that what you thought I was going to get out? Was it?
Well, that's probably worse than what I thought.
You'd have had me wondering if you thought you got off lightly there. Now, I understand that also you're quite a dramatic person. You like an acting role, and that your answer phone is worth listening to. Is that true? How often do you re-record your answer phone messages?
We haven't done it yet. It's only been the one.
There's only been the one?
Yeah. I'm thinking of changing it now, though.
Are you? Well, we ought to hear it then before you change it.
Me and my lady are stepping out, but we'll call you back without a doubt. We don't know who's on our phone, so leave your name and your number after the tone.
John, who's this walking around? This is all a bit... Who are you?
Tony.
Well, you're a bit rude, aren't you?
It's my upbringing.
All right, 15 all. John, in the letter that Jackie sent, she said that you'd be really vivacious and outgoing, and I'm doing all the work here.
I'm too embarrassed. I'm a big star and I'm not.
Oh, look, John, I didn't want to embarrass you in any way. I wanted to bring out the best in you. I understand that you're very keen on sport and that you always watch it rather than participate.
Right,
yeah. But you've worked out a little routine that you do of sporting impressions? Well, this is now your chance to be a star of NTV, John. I'd hate to think of you being embarrassed, so if you wouldn't mind just showing us what you do, please. We've got some music to go with it to make you feel at ease, so we'll run the music and you do your bit.
I'll do it. This is my speed skating.
Yeah, speed skating? That's good. That's very good. That's very good. Very good. Yes, what else? Bit of skiing?
Free fall parachuting.
Free fall parachuting, love it, love it. For a man who was embarrassed, he's not doing too bad. Now, John, just between you and me, if I show you this, do you get frightened at all?
Yes.
Why would this frighten you, John?
What are you going to do with it?
I understand you're not that keen on Come Dancing.
Oh, no.
No, and you know, the people who appear on Come Dancing tend to drive you a little bit round the twist. Yeah, I think people could understand exactly what you mean by that and probably sympathise with you. Now, we've got the costume for you there, John. We've got the costume, and just while you slip into it, if any of this has promoted in your mind the idea that there's a friend or relative that you would like to have as a star of NTV and lose as a friend for the rest of your life, here's the address. It's room 3305 at the BBC Television Centre, Wood Lane, London, W12 7RJ. Drop us a line at NTV. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for John Grist, starring in Come Dancing's Brazil.
Okay, pressing tight. Press close to the chest.
Go with her, John.
5, 6, 4, 4, 10. Smile, and again. Do that, push up. 1, 2. Yes, John. And forward and flip the head and flip your hips.
That was a bit daring at the end. Well, I must say, John, for a man who didn't like Come Dancing, you did remarkably well. John Grist, thank you very much for being a star of NTV. Thank you, John. Let's go! Clap it Now, the question I set last week referred to the Australian Tennis Open, the men's finals, and I wanted to know how many aces would be served up. We had 43,000 calls, would you believe? All the correct answers are on the computer. They're scrolling away. Let me stop it and see that it is Mark Watson, and he is in Luton. And over the other side, and a few people have asked me about this, I get his number come up immediately, which is a superb bit of modern technology. Oh, how about that? Can you hear that? Shall I try? Are you going to keep trying down at the Crinkley Bottom Exchange? Here is this week's question. Don't forget, if you'd like to play for really big money, this could be your chance. We're going to stick with the sporting theme. There's a test match going on in New Zealand at the moment. On the fourth day of the test, we want to know how many fours will be scored. Give us a call on 0891 404 505. 0891 404 505. How many fours do you think there will be on the fourth day of the test match? Here now is a gentleman who scores a lot, but at a totally different game, and he's really getting the big prize tonight. The Gotcha Oscar for Dennis Taylor!
see you. I'm looking forward to this.
It was an interesting challenge. We wanted you to sell replacement windows on behalf of the BBC. And now, did we give you months or weeks of training?
They gave me 15 minutes training. But what I didn't let them know was I used to be a salesman in Blackburn when I first came over to England, and I thought I'd have one over on them, thinking I was going to be quite good at it, but little did I know.
So you never met people like this? Well,
it was absolutely brilliant.
There were some totally superb people who Dennis came into contact with, starting with a lady who has a slight hearing problem, moving on to a lady who had a slight Dennis problem. And I don't think I've ever seen somebody perspire quite as much as Dennis does when he meets a lady who was improperly dressed for that time of day. But let's start with Dennis's first call.
Mrs. Wilson, is it?
Sorry. Oh.
How are you?
Oh, hello.
I'm from the BBC Replacement Windows. Nice to meet you.
Oh, you're Irish, are you?
Of course I am.
You got the gift of the gap, haven't you?
You got the gift of the gab as well. So we're going to have a little chat about replacement windows.
What's that?
Well, we've got them all in a folder here.
You do.
Should we stand out here and have a chat, or do you mind if we come in? Or?
Oh, no, I don't like men in my house.
Oh, do you not?
No, I'm sorry, because I get very nervous and the dog gets very silly.
Does he? Mind you, this is a fairly quiet road you live on, is it? It's not too busy for traffic, is it? You don't get a lot of noise, do you?
Well, I don't get noise because I can't hear half the time. I've got an hearing aid,
Right.
you know, so
Well, what we're going to try and see if you're interested in, we've got some nice brochures here.
What are you suggesting? I have plastic windows then?
Well, it's like a plastic type stuff.
It's stuff. What's the stuff? What's a plastic stuff do? Well, I can't have stuff, can't I? Because it's good wood, isn't it?
Yeah, you're very good. You could sell replacement windows better than me. Well, I've got to go back and see Mrs. Wilson at 3:30, 4 o'clock. But the problem is, will she hear the doorbell? Anyway, let's try again. A dog. A big dog. A very big dog. Yes. Yeah. Mr. McStay, is it? Yeah. How are you? All right. Dennis Taylor from BBC Replacement Windows. That sounds like a big dog you've got there, is it? What is it? What type? Wolfhound. A wolfhound, is it? An Irish wolfhound, is it? Ah. As I say, we're sort of here to see if you might be interested. Is that the dog again? It's all right. Are you sure it's all right? Make sure you keep the door closed, will you? Because I've got another exhibition in February next year. Close this door as well, then. It's quite safe, is it now? Yeah. That can't be an Irish wolfhound. You're joking. It sounds more like a lion. Is he gone? Is he out the back now?
Come back later and give us an estimate.
Thanks very much, Ellen.
Dennis?
I mean, Steve Davis and Stephen Hendry and all the other boys would have loved me to have gone in there. It would have made their season a little bit easier, because I started playing quite well again, but it's not easy, you know, with one hand, is it, to play snooker? I don't know, it's a tough life, isn't it? Dear me. Yeah.
Mom? Some man wants to speak to you about double glazing the windows or something. All right, she's gone.
Thanks very much, you gentlemen. Mrs. Green, how are you? Is this your son here, yeah?
Johnny. Oh, John, go and play with the computer or something. What's happening?
Here, we're just wondering if you might have been interested in having some new BBC replacement windows. But you see now, you've got the window open here. You're not afraid of burglars or anything like that?
No, no one's going to come here. Who's going to come here?
Well,
Grab hold of me. An excitement.
Are you going out tonight? Are you getting ready for...
Yeah, I'm going to get... Well, I knew you were coming, so I was going to get myself all dressed up, but you came a bit too soon.
So you might be interested if we...
Yeah. Oh, but come in, have a cup of tea or something. Why don't you come in for a minute?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah? All right.
Yeah. I see. Have you got a dog?
No, the back.
Oh, it's out the back.
The lights are on the van, not the filters. Bring them down.
Okay, then let's have a quick look anyway. Is that all right?
Are you sure?
So, yeah,
If you go in...
Where would the camera be then?
There'll be two, and there'll be...
Over there. Okay.
Oh. I'll go and check Harry and Marley.
Nervousness.
That's a bit nervous for me. I've never done this before.
Hello.
So,
Sorry.
Hello. What's going on here? Can't stand it.
So when did they come?
Who have you been to see then? You've been all along here?
We've been to 3 or 4 houses, yeah.
Do you want a drink?
Just a soft drink if you've got.
A soft?
Bitter lemon would be fine, yeah.
Bitter lemon. Okay. What did you say your name was? Dennis?
Dennis the Menace. Taylor, Dennis Taylor.
The snooker player.
Correct.
What the hell are you doing here? What?
Do you
The girls
think-
won't
do you think-
believe it. The girls won't believe it. I'll say, you never guess who was in the place.
Do you think I'd be able to sell windows?
I don't know. Where did you learn all this?
About 10 minutes ago. But they have like a 20mm gap between the window, which helps.
Sorry, you keep turning it around. I have to keep getting closer because I can't see what's happening. Yeah, go on.
And hold on something now. You're making me nervous here.
You're making me nervous, don't you say?
I thought they were coming in with their cameras.
I know,
Where
where
have
are
they
they?
gone?
They'll be here in a minute, getting their things.
So you got the security, you got the. Well, they improved the look of your home as well, although yours looks very
I
nice.
can't concentrate properly because I keep thinking of Dennis Taylor, the snooker man, and that everyone's here. Let's have a look at your hands. You would have thought they would have gone round a queue, would you?
People like me are usually over 60.
Why?
Well, I don't know.
think you're cute.
I don't know. They just seem to be all my best fans are over 60. I'm quite happy about that.
Oh, it's made me all sad.
So, you left us here. I've run out of stuff to say about that.
All right. It's coming back. Was it
I hope that's not your husband, is it?
Oh, I think it's just Dave. Yeah, he's just come back in.
Your husband?
Yeah.
A good job I've got these in my hand.
The thing.
If I hadn't got these in my hand, I'm sitting beside you on a settee with a bitter lemon.
Dave, you never get through. Look. But you never, look who it is, though. It's Dennis Taylor, the snooker player.
I've seen you on a telly.
I've seen you. Don't you dare.
On behalf.
The sweat is pouring off it.
On behalf of the double glazing industry. Great Britain. Dennis Taylor. Hey, got your Oscar, sir.
It's good, isn't it?
I've never perspired so much about
What would you have done if I hadn't come back?
I don't know what I would have done. I'm just wondering what my wife's thinking about.
What are the rest of the guys on the circuit
Well,
going
I know
to say?
they're all, Stephen Hendry in particular is waiting to see that. I'm going to get so much stick because the Masters is on this week, so I'm going to get so much stick over that.
Well, watch out for female fans, really. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the greatest, Dennis Taylor and Gunge. Superb. That's beautiful. Thanks.
The moments that we've been waiting for. I understand that it is a very, very close run thing. Thank you for all the calls. Which will it be? Is it going to be Ellen Jameson or Derek Jameson? Here's the final voting. Well, this is something to talk about on your Radio 2 show, really. No, I'm going to be fair about this. I'm going to give you 20 seconds because you do have the gift of the gab. Any reason why we shouldn't carry on?
If you do, Edmonds, I will get you. I will have you. I will zap your helicopter.
Just a moment. Just a moment. In what way are you going to get me?
Any way at all.
The trouble is, Derek, it's a very long queue at the moment. You're way down the queue beyond DLT, are they?
When I get you.
Have you had the suit very long? so good for your complexion. Would you dare to give him a kiss?
Yes,
Yeah.
I was going to.
I do love being in show business.
Just think it might have been tap water. Anyway, thank you both very much indeed. Thank you, Ellen. Derek Jameson, ladies and gentlemen. My first chance to talk to him. Hello, Mark. Hello, Mark. Got you, Mark Watson in Luton. And what do you do?
Vauxhall.
You work for Vauxhall in Luton. What would you do with the money, Mark?
Spend on my little girl.
Yeah, how old is she?
One on Tuesday.
Just one on Tuesday, so you could give her a really super birthday. OK, well, I could offer you under one lid £1,000, or I could offer you under another lid the chance to become a millionaire, because we have got 3 million lira. 3 million lira. So what's it going to be? £1,000 under one, 3 million lira under the other. Do you want A or B?
B.
You want B? You've got the lira! That actually equates to around about £1,336, and to go grabbing one of our finest Olympic athletes of all time, Duncan Gunge!
Mark, I'm going to try my best, but they stripped all the double-sided tape off
We had
me.
double-sided tape.
Well, I've got another idea.
Right, in you go, in you go. Right, there we are. Splendid stuff. Will he get 20 seconds or a minute? The money's going in. Don't, not yet. Not until I say go. Not until I say go. The 3 questions. Which part of the United Kingdom has been campaigning for independence this week? Did you say Scotland? Did you say Scotland?
Yes.
Yes. What anniversary is the Queen celebrating of her accession to the throne?
40 years.
Pardon?
40 years.
Yes. Who got their MG car back after 5 years this week?
Terry White.
Terry White, yes. A whole minute. Go, 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 go. He's got it. Did it work? Did it work? Did your ingenious device really work?
I don't
Careful
know.
how you put them in, because they go a bit funny, funny, funny. Have you got them all out there?
Yeah, I think
yeah,
so.
OK,
All
that's
out
it
my
there.
swimming pool
So
net.
we've got 950,000... No, so yes, just under £1 million. Just under £1 million. What does that equate to? £423. Mark, 423 for your child. What's her name? D. What?
D.
I didn't hear it.
D.
B?
D.
D?
Yes.
Goodness, you talk to him, the man's a fool. If you want to try and win the money game, don't forget the question. Want to know how many 4s will there be scored in the test match on the 4th day? I.e. you could watch tomorrow and find out if your prediction is right. 0891 404 505. Give us a call on that number, and we keep the lines open for 2 hours now. In just a moment, Jim Davidson will be around with a big break. Next week, we're back at the Antiques Roadshow for a Gotcha Oscar, and we've got Joe Longthorne dropping in. And who else might come through the door? You never know, because we might just come to you. Good night!